latest of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and the Texas Longhorns.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. Freak, he's in at the point. Also Duncan out there, and it's Terry in at the 4 slot.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Now here's Freak. No good off the front iron.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
The Jayhawks shooting their first free throw of the night.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
18 feet out. Jump shot is good.
Can't stop me.
Freak's got 5 now.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And we've seen Durant go on and do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
Can't get it to go. Now Texas takes it the other way. Here is Edwards. Inside. Stolen away. Out of bounds. Texas will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
A platoon swap here for Texas. Here's Freak. He has 5.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in his game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4. And for Kansas, Freak, he's in at point guard. Oubre out there with Frazier. Then there's Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Gaines. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
Wow. And what a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
And so it's Texas with it, following the miss by Freak. Fires from 14. Here's Doherty. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Doherty's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Freak with it. Edwards there.
Move the ball. Stick it to him.
And here's Freak. 10 points for him. Here's Gaines. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
On the court for the Longhorns, Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward position.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
Here's Freak. And again, it's Kansas.
Up and in on every one of their first three shots to start the second half.
Texas trails by 10. Now Edwards. He has 6. Feeds to Ford. Passes to Turner. They double him with Freak. And Turner kicks to Ford. Longhorns passing it around. Count the bucket. Doherty's got 5 now. With the Texas Longhorn program, they've had a lot of NBA talent through the years. Greg Durant being the biggest name, but there are plenty.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is not far behind in terms of his impact. Tristan Thompson.
Next play.
Jayhawks leading by 8. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak in at point guard. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Here's Freak. No good with the triple.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch? You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Latre. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Blair with it. Kicks it to Hudson. All sorts of time. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Turner with the steal. Soft touch off the glass. Jayhawks leading by 8. Pass to Gaines. And Turner with the block. Now here's Blair. Down low. Stolen by Terry. Here's Oubre. Here's Freak. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And Kansas leads by 10. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jayhawks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Jayhawks. Ellis, the pass to Edwards. That's into the Jayhawks' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ellis.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
1:03 left here in the second half. The shot by Turner, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And that one misses. A platoon swap here for Kansas. .51 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Puts it up from 15. Drained for 2 points. Here's Freak. Inside. Here's Oubre. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And Kansas leads by 10.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thornton. And a wide open look for Freak. His three-pointers off the mark. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that's...
It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away.